The Resident Evil 2 Remake is one of my all-time favorite games. The characters, the story, the game progression, the environment, everything is executed brilliantly. Well, except for the sewer chapter maybe. I've probably finished the game around 12 times, and I keep coming back to it, but I'll be honest, it's starting to get a little boring. But recently, I stumbled upon the City of the Dead mod by irisArch, and I knew I had to give it a shot. This mod changes the game significantly by increasing the number of enemies in each area and relocating nearly every key item, sometimes to much less convenient places than in the original. It's a mod where resource management becomes even more important and every bullet has to be used wisely. Oh, and did I mention that enemies who were originally supposed to terrify you later in the game now show up from the very beginning? This feature, combined with the other changes, turns the entire experience into a much more intense and often frustrating survival challenge. So, can we actually beat this mod and make it to the end? Or will the game simply implode after our 207th reset? Let's find out.
So be prepared, Leon.
Shut up, bitch! Oh my god!
Look, man, I'm serious, okay? I saw this with my own eyes.
Oh, I believe you, buddy.
The game kicks off at the gas station, where Leon spots a suspicious trail of blood. And like any classic horror movie protagonist, casually strolls inside to investigate. Spoiler, bad idea. We manage to stun the zombie, but just as we think we're safe, another zombie leaps out of the shadows and absolutely wrecks us. We manage to grab the key, but the zombies catch up to us and bring our miserable life to an end. Well, this sucks. On our second attempt, one of the zombies trips, giving us a window to make a break for it. On the way, we spot an ivy zombie, but we simply pretend it doesn't exist and exit the building like nothing happens. Outside, we meet Claire, borrow a police car, and speed off toward Raccoon City, or whatever's left of the place.
This is fine.
Leon and Claire are then separated by an explosion, and it is our task now to get off the city streets and seek refuge in a nearby police station. Outrunning the zombies was easy. The zombie dogs, not so much. At the police station, things quickly take a turn for the worse. Upon entering, we make a beeline for the computer and play video games to blow off some steam. On the security feed, we see Officer Elliot running for his life in the East Wing, clearly not having the best day at work. So we crawl under the gate leading to the east hallway, sprint to the watchman's room, and barely manage to save him. Well, half of him anyway. Unfortunately, his final screams attract every zombie in the building, so we book it, running back to the main hall. But Leon, being the absolute thick unit that he is, naturally gets stuck under the gate. And just when it looks like it's over for us, Marvin shows up and saves the day.
You're safe. For now.
Marvin gives us his combat knife, probably thinking we'll use it responsibly. Naturally, we lose it about 10 seconds later. But hey, it lasted just long enough to slice through a gate and get us into reception, which conveniently opens up the entire west wing of the station. Our goal now is to find the spade key, which opens several important doors. These doors eventually lead to 3 statues holding 3 medallions, which unlock a secret tunnel to the parking garage. At least that's what it says in Elliot's diary, which we borrowed. With our mission laid out, we strut confidently into reception and start down the longest hallway in existence, speed walking and trying not to alert any enemies in the vicinity. We barely save our skin using the knife Marvin just handed to us and run into the room at the end of the hallway. There we find a door chained shut, so we have to climb through a window that lands us near the safety deposit room. In the hallway, we dodge another zombie and immediately have our souls leave our bodies as a licker casually strolls into frame. In a panic, we run for our lives and somehow get to the staircase, where we're safe for now. Now the spade key is supposed to be on the top floor, so we rush upstairs to grab it. Except, it's not there.
What?
That means one thing. We now have to turn the entire police station upside down in search of it, which is the last thing you want to do when the building is crawling with all kinds of monsters. Thankfully, the map gives us a hint. Rooms with unfound items are marked in red, while fully searched rooms are marked blue. With that in mind, we start our spade key hunt by checking the west office, a room with avoided like the plague, because it has the plague. No key, just regret. Next up, the library. We check every nook and cranny, or should I say, book and cranny. I'll see myself out. We spend a good while searching the room, dodging zombies like a champ, but we come up empty-handed again. The map still marks the library in red, but we convince ourselves it's because of the missing jack handle and move on.
Denial is a river in Egypt!
We grab the horse medallion in the adjacent room and the lion medallion in the main hall, and search the rest of the building. Still no spade key, but hey, we're picking up other exciting things. A capacity upgrade for the Matilda, a statue's left hand, and a portable safe.
Come on, you motherfucker! Ow! God damn it! Same different dog!
Inside the portable safe, we found a spare key, and that gave me an idea. What if the key is inside one of the lockers in the safety deposit room? We immediately race to the locker room, insert the key into the keypad to open the available lockers, and find disappointment again. We do, however, find a film roll, which could hold a clue to the spade key's whereabouts. So we run to the dark room to develop it, and reveal this piece of crap.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
We check the lockers and safes scattered throughout the police station, but they only contain the usual items, not any of the key items we're searching for. At this point, I searched nearly every room, used every clue, and questioned every life decision that led me here. Frustrated and out of ideas, I took out my anger on the station's zombie inhabitants, one by one, to kill time, if nothing else. After a while, we returned to the library since it is one of the last accessible rooms still showing up red on the map. And finally, under one of the bookshelves, we find the key. No, I can't believe they did this.
I can't believe you've done this.
With the spade key in hand, we unlock the waiting room on the second floor and make a quick pit stop at the art room. There, we snag the keycard that grants us access to the shotgun and reattach the statue's left arm. As we exit, we suddenly hear a helicopter crashing into the hallway, completely blocking the path to the station's rooftop. Fun fact, in the original Resident Evil 2, there's a scene showing that the helicopter pilot was trying to rescue a police officer. The officer gets knocked down by two zombies and accidentally shoots the pilot, which causes the helicopter to crash. I was wondering about this while editing the video, so I looked it up online and thought I'd let you know. Anyways, we take the fire exit and meet Claire outside. Leon and Claire flirt for a while.
Santa must have come early this year, because you were first on my Christmas list.
Woo, there it is right there.
Before being interrupted by zombies who were clearly feeling left out. With Claire gone, we return to the right to pick up the bolt cutters. Well, I guess we're looking for the detonator instead. Without the bolt cutters, we can't unlock the door in front of us, so we shamefully backtrack to the main hall and sprint to the safety deposit room, where we use the keycard to pick up the shotgun. And with that, it's zombie extermination time, while hunting for the world's most inconveniently placed detonator. And guess where we find that darn thing? Under a freaking vending machine. This is so annoying. Ah, come on! We slap the battery into the detonator, run to the storage room and set it off. And just like that, the third and final medallion is finally ours. The game congratulates us by placing a G-mutant in our path, which almost cost us our life.
Let me out! Oh my god! Oh!
We insert the medallions in the right spot, and a secret passage opens up, which leads to the parking garage. Before reaching the parking garage, we must pass through the machinery room, the site of our first boss battle against the G-virus infected William Birkin, and it's on our way there that we make a shocking realization.
Oh no!
We try to get the jump on that thing to make things easier, but the game says nope and lets us get body slammed by William instead.
And his name is John C.
The liquor is basically that one mosquito you know is in your room, but you can't find until it's on your face. So we take it out first, and then focus on William until another liquor enters the chat. 2 liquors in one room is already bad news, but to make matters worse, 2 regular zombies are also wandering the halls and need to be dealt with. All in all, it is a pretty miserable experience down here. But that cake though? After dying a couple of times, I realized that it was time to use our secret strategy. On PC, the combat knife is kinda broken. You might have seen speedrunners take down William very fast, using only the knife. This works because, oddly enough, knife damage scales with frame rate. At 60 FPS, it takes around 45 slashes to defeat William, but at 180 FPS, it only takes about 25. So by lowering our graphic settings until it starts looking like the original RE2, we push past 180 FPS. So now all we need is the knife. Oh crap, where's the knife? we stabbed an Ivy zombie with the knife Marvin gave us, assuming the game would give us another. But it turns out this game is ridiculously stingy with knives, as if they're forged from solid gold or something. So we're stuck fighting William the traditional way. On our 6th attempt, we kill the Licker, empty a mag into William's posse eyeball, neutralize the zombies. Damn it. On our 7th attempt, we successfully kill the Licker and both zombies, then start circling the room, taking shots at William's eye whenever we get the chance. Now, you might be wondering, what about that second Licker? That one isn't a threat as long as we stay on the right side of the room. The Licker gets stuck trying to reach us from the northwest corner and won't move unless we walk over there, which we avoid entirely. So we keep circling the right side of the room, unloading every bit of ammo we've got until we hear this sound. So there is ammo spread around the room, but they're all in dead end corners, aka William's favorite ambush spots. We do what we must and grab the bullets, tanking a hit like a champ, and fire until we've got one bullet left.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the?
With all the other corners scavenged for ammo, there's only one corner left to check. The Licker corner. And of course, the second we show up, our Licker friend busts out and shreds us in under 1 second. After coming this far, dying was pretty disheartening, but we're far from done yet.
Which won't work on this thing. No choice.
Eventually, we run out of bullets again, and we have to go back to that cursed corner. We dash in, grab our last magazines, and to our surprise, find a heavy grenade. In a moment of sheer panic and zero brain cells, we toss the grenade right at our feet. As it explodes, it drains all of our remaining health, and just as we accept our fate and brace for the end, the cutscene kicks in. Yes! In the underground parking garage, we meet Ada, who, just like us, wants to get the hell out of this place.
Get the hell out of here.
The parking gate, however, is locked, and to open it, we need a keycard hanging around Ben's neck, who, after having his face squished like a hamburger, probably won't mind us borrowing it. Unfortunately, the door to his cell is also locked, and to open it, we need to find 2 power panels to restore the power. Given how absurdly hidden every other key item has been so far, we fully expect the search down there to be another exercise in frustration. We first stop at a firing range, where we pick up a car key that lets us pop the trunk of one of the police cars in the parking lot. This rewards us with the gun stock for our handgun, which we gladly take, because, let's be honest, our aim so far has been absolute garbage. In the jail area, we stumble across a fuse and a crank, which we immediately use to open the path to the generator room. There, we find our beloved bolt cutters. An item that's been a staple ever since Resident Evil 7, except for Resident Evil 4 Remake, which must be the reason why it's not Game of the Year. Anyways, before we restore the power in the generator room, we raid the morgue for the diamond key, which was surprisingly sitting in its usual spot. You also find one of the power panels hidden in one of the dog kennels. For once, we're actually finding things without having to make 5 extra trips back and forth. A refreshing change of pace, if you ask me. With so many new key items in our inventory, unlocking more rooms on the upper floors, we restore the power, unlocking the door that leads back to the police station. The return trip was a little stressful, with dogs chasing us every step of the way, but we make it, and take refuge in the safe room just beyond the staircase, where we're safe, for now.